welcome um, to our today's session. Today we will work on the project called Beautiful City in One Point Perspective. As you can see here, one of the first examples, we have a line here that divides the ground from the sky, and between the sky and the land we have a row of houses of different height with some trees between. Another example, this one is not finished yet, but you can already see again we have a very nice wavy organic line, set of houses. Ground is still not finished, though we have a sky already painted. This image represents the cityscape during the wintry months, with the snow on the roofs, a couple of snowflakes on the sky. We have also nice movement in the sky here, done with the markers, and of course the snow on the ground. The last example that I prepared for you 2 days ago is an example of how you can mix nicely the colors. So you can see, for example, here we apply different kinds of green. We can start with one green base color, but then we will add to it either yellow or, like in this case here, a little bit of orange color. We will add tiny bit of blue, then we get that darker, more intense and slightly off green, greenish blue color. The same is with the sky. Notice it's not just one blue color used. There's a blue color, the base one, and I will show you here our palette here. So we have here a very cool blue color, and then next to it we have the purplish color. So in some places, like for example here, we have the blue color, and then next to it applied a purple. When those colors blend together, we will get a new color that nicely combines those two. So it's not like a sharp transition between those colors. Instead, we have a nice merge from one color into another one. I want to point to you, before we start working on this project, a couple of things that are super important here. So first of all, when you look at the yellow house, and I will allow myself to take a palette knife here to point it better. When we have the yellow house, it's nice to have the sky created with the purple color. And why is this? Well, the reason for it is that those two colors, purple and the yellow, are so-called complementary colors. When we place one next to another, those two colors become brighter, very vibrant. So it's the same here. Let's see what we've done here. In this section, we have the house that is of the orange color, and next to it we have a part of the sky done with the pure blue color. Why is it? Because those two colors are called complementary pair of colors. Again, they help each other to look brighter, place one next to another. Another thing here, on the sky with the smoke coming out of the chimneys, notice that I left the paper purely white. There's no paint on it except of the dark outline around the smoke. And then we have a dark color of the sky around. So what it does, it creates a contrast. We call it a tonal contrast. So from the lighter color to the darker one, from the lighter tone to the darker one. So we can have, for example, the pencil. The more we press the pencil, the darker the line or the shape done with the graphite will be, and when we press it light, we will get a very light marks. But let us start. And the last part that we want to discuss is the perspective. So you can see that here with those houses we have a number of doors. Now, when someone wants to come to one of those houses, the person has to start, let's see, from the edge of our painting. Now, by proceeding up to the house, notice what is happening with the path. It becomes narrower. And this way, having those two lines, let's see, like here, we create one point perspective. Those lines will merge at certain point together. So again, when you will be drawing houses with the ground in front of them, you have to make sure that when you create path for people to walk on, you have to make them wider on the bottom, and going towards the building, those paths will become narrower. So let us start working on our project. The question is what will be needed for this project. First of all, a piece of paper. And I would use, since we will be using watercolors, we have to use the paper that is a little bit heavier. We call it watercolor paper. I have 2 pieces here. Okay. Now we will start sketching, and you will sketch using the pencil. I will, since I want to do it a little bit faster, I can right away proceed to work with the marker. And as you can see here, you see, we first start with making our buildings, creating the line, creating the paths and trees. But after that, we can go, when we are sure that they are the correct lines, that we can go on the top of the pencil lines and mark them with the marker. The same is with the windows, with the trees, with the chimneys, and with the smoke. Since I already worked on this project before, so I will abandon the pencil here, and I would start right away to work with the marker. So what I will do, I have 2 kinds of markers. Those are 2 black. One is rounded, medium size, and another one is ultra fine, you see, with this very, very skinny tip on the top. For the windows, I probably will use the skinny one, but right now I will rely on the heavy or medium size marker. So the first thing which I want to do is to create the line. Let me see if I cut it correctly here. Yes. So I'm creating the line here. I will make it more or less horizontal, straight. Okay. This line divides the sky and the buildings from the ground. Now I will proceed with the buildings, and I want to make sure that they are of different size, right? So let's see. I start with the quite a tall one here. 1. See? Then I will wait for the roof yet. So I will put another one here. This building will be smaller. Then I will have another one that is tall, maybe even taller than the other one, and skinnier. Right? Then I place another one here right next to it. See? So what I do, I work with rectangular as well as with the square shapes. Let's see, we put another building here, maybe another one over there, and then smaller one next to it. So again, all what we have here, when you create the buildings, we have 2 different shapes. One is rectangular and another one is a square shape. I will think now about making the roofs, because I really like the roofs, and I will show you again how those roofs will look like here. You see, they add beauty to the painting. The same here, right? So let us put the roofs, and we have 2 different kinds. So this one will look like a boat upside down, right? We place this one here, maybe skinnier here. You see, not as extended on the sides like the other one. I'll make this one here also a little bit longer here. Okay. And then this one here just will go partially here. Okay. Then maybe here I place not rectangular, triangle here on the top. You see, different roof. Haha. Another one here, and here maybe a rounded one. Good. So I have my buildings, but I'm missing the chimneys, and I'm also missing the doors and the windows. Okay, so for this part here, for the chimneys, I think I can still go with the medium size marker. This one will have 2. So you see, I'm placing it here, and another one here. Will be a little bit bigger one. I really like those chimneys because they give the character to your painting. We'll add, okay? So here another one, maybe another one here, and this one. What do you think? No, I will add one here. Okay, good. From there on, we have to create the windows, and in this case, you know what? I like to rely on the pencil. And why is it? Because I have to create a pair of vertical lines, and I will explain it to you in the second why. So, for example, when I want to have 2 rows of the windows here, I create 2 pair of vertical lines. And I make sure that they look very much the same way. Now I'm creating the horizontal lines, you see? Another one here, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. Then I will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless you can change the position. Maybe I take the bigger ones here. Okay, so now what I will have here, I have my window. On the other side, I have to have the same kind of window, because when you notice on the buildings, the windows follow the same lines, like horizontal line, right? So here we have another window, here we have another window, another one, right? Now, what I want to have here I will have a door, right? Maybe even here underneath I put a set of windows. Perfect. Now here I will do it freehand. 1 big window and another one, and the door I will make around the door. Here, because it's such a tall building, I will create 2 pair of horizontal lines, skinny ones. Remember, the space between should be skinny, and now the horizontal lines will follow. So we have again, we are in charge of deciding how those windows will look like, how far they will be from the ground. But I think I like to have very, very tall door here. And then I will have 1 window on the side. You see, I want to have something different. Another one here, another one there, another one there, and another one just there. Okay, so another set here, and I will have another set here. So truly I have, in 1 row, I have 3 different windows. Perfect. You see, then I'm getting here, I'm getting here. I will get another one here, and another one, and another one. Wow, I have lots of windows. Now, this building here, I think I have to help myself again with the lines. So I have it 1, I'll place it a little bit lower. So I have 2 pairs of horizontal lines, and then I'm getting the vertical ones here. So what I have here, I will suggest that we go, let's see, no, like this. Okay, 1, 2. Here we come with the windows. Okay, 1 and another one. Here 1 and another one, and the door will come here. Okay. Here maybe just 1 window and another one, and the door on the side. Okay, 1 window, 1 window. You already know how I'm doing it. Okay. So here, this way. Here, window, window, and the window and the door. Okay. What else do we miss? Oh, I have forgotten here about the roof and the chimney. Good. Okay, now I can come inside and I can make those windows stronger. So you see here, I'm coming there. If I need to change something, I can change it on this stage very easily. Okay, because it's still not permanent. As long as I work with pencil, I can erase any line using the eraser. Once I place my marker, there's no return. See, so here I have to be sure that those windows are correctly placed. Good. So that's what we have. I want to have another window here, maybe another one here, and another there. And it's up to you if you want to leave the windows the way they are. I like in some of them cross with 2 lines, and I think that will look more even, like a really beautiful window, especially in those shorter houses, like very traditional. Okay, another one here, another one here. The door is coming here very fast. Those windows, should I leave them the way? No, I will also cross them. I will also cross them. I like this effect of the windows that we can open on both sides, right? And here, that's how I remember the windows in the house I lived in when I was a little girl. So we have another one here, the door, the window. One extra thing that I would like to add are the let's see, French windows. So we have 2 triangles here, you see, and then we can have a window here, even sometimes could be rounded here. Then I would like to have shingles. See, so I create horizontal lines, and then those half rounded shapes here will come. Okay, Good. The same here, maybe just one line. And then I'm going with kind of waves, right? So this is my roof here, another set of shingles here. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like a wave. 1, 2, 3. Again, make sure that you go halfway here through. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, and another one is coming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And this house, I will just leave it the window, just this one here. Okay. Now, what I want to do, I want to create the smoke. So we always think about the wind, and I would suggest that the wind will bring us towards our right side. So here is the smoke, and I really want to bring those lines because they will lead me where I should place the blue color for the sky or purplish, and which part should I leave as white for the smoke. Okay, so that also the smoke will create this nice contrast, tonal contrast. And now we move to perspective. Notice what is happening here. Again, we have the door in this house here, another one is here, and I want to make sure that we come here, we come to the building. So we have to make a quite wide path here and very narrow coming next to the door. Of course, the path can be as wide as is on the bottom, because how could it be? It would be as wide as the house, right? Now, I also have to think where I'm standing when I look at those houses, and I decide that I'm standing so that my eyes are exactly placed there where this small house is. So when I do it, notice, then I'm creating the line that goes slightly on the sides. Okay, now here, and remember when you work on one point perspective, drawing the field, we have to always think about vanishing points. So the point will be here. Let's see, I decide that it's here, and then from there I have to create all the lines. Let's see, the point will be here. Then from this point here, we go with the ruler, remember, and we created the field, the lines here. So, but we will do just freehand. So here, this line from the door has to be a little more pushed on the side, and this one here, you see, will go more like this. So this one, again, will go this way here, and it has to turn more again towards our horizontal line. It looks like a fan. Notice what will happen here with this path. It's going like this. La 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 la. You see? So we are spreading those paths here. So since this line is going this vertically slightly diagonal line here, so we are going a little bit more on the side here, and then this has to be, of course, wider here. We go here, like you see, wider here, and then very much there. So here we are ready, guys, we are ready to paint. So what I need for my painting part, I need water, I need small piece, so the water is here. I have a small piece of paper towel. You don't need to have a big one, don't waste the paper. Remember, it's important to save our environment. And I have a couple of brushes, plus of course the paint. So the paint is here. I will place it on the side. We don't have so much space here. And what I have to do, I want to slightly wet the canvas, okay? Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. Make sure that we don't cover the white paper there where the smoke will be. So I will start with the houses, and maybe, yeah, with the houses. So I will take a different brush. I take this brush here, right? And with this brush now, I will pick up some blue. Oh, I'm sorry, I have forgotten about the trees. Sorry. So I'm drawing the trees now, because in the nice city we definitely have to have some trees. Okay, so I have one tree here, you see. I make the trunk and then the tree. I make here a couple of bushes, you see, like this, and maybe the tree will stick from here, right? You see, nice tree. So we have the tree here. I will place another tree here. I'm so sorry, I have forgotten about this tree. So bush here, I will place another bush here, another bush here, another beautiful tree. See, Voila, we are ready to paint. I'm so sorry for it. Now, I have some blue paint here, and I'm going here. You see here, my blue is here. I make sure that I don't cover the smoke. Very, very important. I mix my paint a little bit with the purple in some places, right here. And that's what I'm going. You see? Here, down, tiny bit down. If I need to take excess of water, I have my paper towel, you see, or even when the paint is a little bit too dark, right? So you see here we are going. I hope that you all can see it clearly. You see there. I place it here as well. Okay, and then over there, let's see, we are here. It's coming. I really like the color contrast. Wow, really, really, really good. You see? Wow. And you don't, like I said before, you don't need to use one color for the sky. You can work with blue, you can work with purple, you can use all those different colors. Okay? Now, I'm going here around with the blue and purple color around the trees, and make sure that you do it quite precise, because the more precise we will be, the better it will look. Now, we are going here and over there. Let's see, the smoke will be, I think we have to continue the line there. Good. Voila, beautiful. Now, I'm going for a little bit of purple here. I'm moving it here. You see? We have the smoke. Actually, those two smokes go one on the top of another. I'm moving my container with water. Here I'm going. You see, I'm going here. Oh, yeah, a little bit of it fall, a little bit of paint fall on the house. Good. I really, really like it. Okay, here maybe a little bit more. Yeah, oh, my brush is destroyed. You see, that's Alberta. In Alberta province, we have a very dry climate. So after a while, the wooden pieces of the brushes dry up, shrink, and as well as the glue dries up, and at once the brush divides into two parts. Okay, that's what we have. Now I want to paint the field. Or maybe I stay with the buildings. Okay, so I'm moving to the yellow. Now that is my paint is here. I'm moving now to the buildings, and I want to start with the yellow color. And I will look for the sections where I have quite a bit of purple. Let's see on this side here. Okay, if you want to, this is not really working. Look at this brush. We have to switch to another brush. Okay, so if you want to, I would say use a razor. Once you apply the lines with Sharpie, you can proceed to erasing any pencil lines with a razor. I'm in a rush, so I just leave it, but you can consider doing it here, okay? So that's what we have. You see how good it looks like, and then we will go to another building in the second. So right away, the more colors we apply, the better the whole painting looks like. Okay, we have to decide which color we place on the roof, maybe orange. Okay, now what I want to do, I place probably this beautiful yellow. Oh my goodness, I noticed also that we are missing one spot. You see here, that should be blue. Ooh la la, here, right away. And that will happen, because there are so many different spots that can be filled with the paint. Then while working on one section, you will find out that there's another one that needs a little bit more work, okay? So here we go. I use now, let's see, red. I like red color very much, okay? So here I'm going with the red, and I will apply it there where I have the second building. So I definitely have it here and here. See, I mix orange with red. I want to have it stronger. Good. I'm going here. I'm going there. You see, I'm going here. Whoa, I have the second house. I'm very happy. I will also use another color that I like, and this one is, that's a different red. Notice that this is very different from this red. It's raspberry red. We can call it, when you use oil paints or even acrylics, you will call this color Alizarin Crimson. Okay, it's a very cool, beautiful, beautiful red. Okay, so we are going here. Notice the contrast that we create. When the windows are not covered, when the white is still there, and then the dark red is applied next to it, we will create beautiful contrast. Not even color contrast, but we create a contrast here, tonal contrast it's called, okay? So here, I'm thinking about the other building, and I still want to have this raspberry color. So I will have it here, very fast. See, another great contrast is coming to life here. In the meantime, you can think already which color should be placed on the roofs of the buildings. So I'm placing it here, fast, here, right? And then we move to the other building. We have 2 buildings left. I would suggest that we use brown color now, okay? So we have this nice brown color here. See there? And right away we'll move to the building on the side. So actually 2 buildings on the sides, on the right and left side of our painting will be done or are done now with the brown color. Good. So the roofs. For the roofs I will use orange color. See, so this orange looks almost like the brown, but it's slightly different still. Now we are going here, and who can tell me why I use the orange color? Fantastic. You see, very good answer. The orange color helps us to see better the sky. You see, there where you have the orange color placed next to the bluish, purplish color, the color of the sky is brighter, and the roof color looks brighter as well. Notice here, too much water. So what I have to do right away, I have to help myself by picking up the axis of the paint with the paper towel. That's why you see I always hold the piece of paper towel in my hand. Here we are, then the other roof, and after that, very simple, I will go to the chimneys and I will continue with the same color. See? That looks so nice. Okay, another couple of lines here, and I will in the meantime think already about the color for my trees. So which color is usual for the trees? You will say green. Yes, but we don't want to use the same green for every little part. So in this set of paint I have 2 different colors of the green, and sure I can use them, but I think I have to enrich them as well with some other colors. So this particular green, notice it's quite dark, so I just place it here. I use a little bit more water so that the color will be not super dark, and I will also use it for the same green for this tree on the right side, or maybe even this tree here. But this time what I will be doing here, you see, I'll take a little bit of yellow and I would place the color, you see, not perfectly, just with quite a bit of water so that it can be very fluid and flow, you see, inside of the tree. So the tree looks more interesting. That is what's happening actually with each of the trees. They don't have one even green color, right? So we have to enrich it. Now I will think about the bushes, and I know that the bushes sometimes change the color. So I apply a little bit of red in some of them, just a little bit, and then I will bring some green. You see? This. Then my green will come, and the color changes. It's not the same monolithic, I will call it green, right? We have more of those bushes here. I use the different green color here. It's a little bit more intense, but it's still very, I would say, greenish. So I apply a little bit of orange in it. You see there. I will place it here, and then again, a little bit of the green will come here, right? You see, and I have my, oh, maybe I even make extra bushes here. You see how nice it looks? And then I definitely need to work on my trunks. So I have brown paint here, and the trunks will be filled with the brown color. Oh, did you notice that one tree is not done at all? So I do it slightly differently. First I place yellow on this tree, and then I'm going on the top with some blue. You see? So I get very different kinds of green. And remember, green is secondary color. So by mixing yellow and blue, I'm getting another kind of green color. Good. Now the paths. The path I want to have, first of all, I want to have green grass here. So I'm doing it right away. I use a little bit more water here. I don't want to have one kind of green color. It's boring this way. You see, so here we go. Lots of water. Make sure that you really don't get mixed up which shape belongs to the grass and which one belongs truly to the path, because then it will be very hard to change it. Well, we still can do it. I mean, of course we can, right? So you see, I'm not using one color. I'm adding some other colors in the green as well. In this case will be yellow, okay? See, adds beauty to it. Now I'm leaving the path. I'm not touching it. I'm going to the other section, okay? There where I should see the grass. You see, this is slightly different. It's a little bit more intense, okay? But that's okay. I can apply more water, you see, and this way I dilute the strength of the color. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You see, it will look good. Right. Now, from there, I'm going to this section here. Right here. Make sure that you don't touch our path. Here we are. And the other section as well. Right, so we are going here. Okay, here we are. A little bit of it here. Okay, perfect. We have another part here. And the last thing that you have to see, so this grass, it's really yellowish. What I will do, I really like this contrast here. So I will put even more yellow. You see, I can do it. It's my painting. I can decide. Nothing that's written in the stone. You see, I think it will help, because there was the green will be just too greenish. Okay, look at this. Oh, beautiful. I love it this way. I'm getting here with this color in. If you believe me or not, I place a little bit orange, and I place the orange next to next to my houses. Yeah, see, so I don't have one even color. I like this combination. So you see, the grass still looks like a grass, but has lots of different colors. Okay, that will look better. See, really very much alive. Okay, and I even put some red here. Why not? It's my painting, right? Okay, now you can see that the paths will need a little bit of work. So I'm taking black, because I have black here, but I don't want that it will be really super dark. So I use quite a bit of water, you see, and I'm applying one patch here, and I'm getting more water, and I really make sure that it's quite light going up to the house, okay? So another one part here, again, a little bit darker here next to us, and then going up, I will make sure that it's lighter, right? So you see, notice what is happening with our paper. Despite that it's watercolor paper, it still cools. So if you want to, you can help yourself by attaching the paper to the surface. In this case, I have Masonite board here with the masking tape. And once the painting is dry, you will remove the masking tape, and you will have also beautiful frames around your painting, okay? Maybe next time, by the next presentation, I will show you how this will work. So you see, this one is a little bit darker. So what I do, using lots of water, I'm just moving the paint up, so that this section is a little bit lighter, you see, on the top. See, and it's okay. Here, from here, I'm taking it here. Still want to make it a little bit darker. Guys, I finished my painting. I'm quite really satisfied with it. You see, it's colorful, it's happy, it's so. Oh no, notice here what's happened. I didn't finish my chimney. Ay, 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 ay. How could I forget about it? You see? And here my painting is done. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Next week I will have another one for you. Have good luck with your paintings. Enjoy it. Have lots of fun. Bye bye.